Hey, this is Chris coming to you from West Seattle, Washington, and I'm going to be doing another video here on Electroneum. So let's check it out real quick. See what screens I got open here. Alright, so I'm mining Electroneum right now with my Threadripper 1950X at 657.65 hashes a second. And then I'll show you my other computer. I think I can show it to you. But that one. And we are doing 556.8 hashes a second on that Threadripper 1950X. So just so you guys know, I'm for real. I mine Electroneum. I've been mining Electroneum. And let me make sure my camera looks good now. Hold on. Let's see here. Nope. Alright, that's a lot better. So, turn that off. And I got a window open here. I want to show you guys some stuff. So this is Electroneum.com. So this is for, well, this is for a lot of people, but if you want to get started on Electroneum and you want to get some basic information, I would suggest going to Electroneum.com. This site's been up since September 2017. It's September 2018, so the site's been up for a year. And it's supported, it's also trusted. And anyways, we'll start here. So, Electroneum, the mobile cryptocurrency designed for mass adoption, instant payment, patent pending. This is the thing we're doing right now, is they're actually have already run tests on instant payment and it works. And there's over 1,000 vendors currently accepting Electroneum for instant payment. App-based mobile mining, signed agreements with global mobile networks, provide a digital payment solution to the developing world, enables a new $3 trillion market. Okay, there's some information on Electroneum.com. Enabling the Electroneum ecosystem, and that just talks about Electroneum getting put more and more into various markets around the world, which is actually due to happen right now. Our instant cryptocurrency payment system is planned to go live for users and vendors by the end of third quarter of 2018. We're just about there, and they're following through. So, I mean, you know, sometimes Electroneum can be a little slow to keep you updated, like minute by minute or week by week, kind of like how crappy I am at uploading and updating my YouTube channel. But they will hit you with what they said they were going to hit you with consistently. Now, they never guaranteed a price. They just said, we see, you know, a lot of people who are involved in the making of Electroneum and Electroneum's technology, they saw it going to 20 cents or a quarter by the end of this year. And who knows? But I think that's pretty good expectation, a quarter by the end of the year. Especially now API and KYC and everything has been done, and transactions have shown that they're successful transactions at vendors, and everything they say they're going to do, they do. The only issue they have right now is that they don't have Apple mining. They don't have a Apple let me look up here. Let's see. Home. Yeah. Coming soon on the App Store, and right now it's available on Android, Google Play, anything that does Google Play. So this is the only thing that sucks, is it hasn't gone onto the App Store yet, but everything else they said they were going to do, they did. Bam, 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 succession. And if you doubt me or you want to respond to that, go ahead. But if you do the research, you go to the news, the FAQ, you go online, you do research on various networks, various media sites. There's also a lot of information here. And then if you don't believe the Electroneum site, which they're very, very honest and transparent, I got another window open here. This is CryptoVibes.com. They have an article in there about Electroneum. Right here at the top of the page, first thing on the page, Electroneum instant payment system test was a success. 1,000 vendors invited to API Instant Pay Beta. Okay? Now I signed up for APA because I have a business license, or API because I have a business license. I'm a driver, and so I'm a legal taxi service, and so I can do Uber, Lyft, I can do a taxi, I can do my own fleet. And so Electroneum is really awesome because it's a really good way to pay a tip. Not necessarily the whole bill. I mean, yeah, the whole bill will be possible here pretty soon. But it's a really cool way to tip. So if you don't have cash or you don't want to use credit or debit or whatever, you can tip with Electroneum. And I have a QR code, and you could scan it with your app and then send, X amount of Electroneum. But now you'll be able to actually make a purchase instant via third party, and that's how API works. There's a trusted third party that says, okay, you make a purchase, we'll accept the purchase, and then you'll owe us money. And then there's a fee, really small, way smaller than MasterCard or Visa. It comes out to, like, right now, from what I'm reading, it comes out to like 1,000th of an Electroneum, maybe 100th of an Electroneum. Most MasterCard, Visa card fees for the vendors and for the businesses are 2 to 4%. So, this is a huge, huge deal. Lots of money to be saved, quick, fast, lightning transactions. 11 million transactions are possible per second, which is crazy. That means like anywhere, like the entire planet, there could be up to 11 million transactions at one time, and they're all available every second. I mean, that's just as faster than MasterCard or Visa. So here it says, 48 hours of silence ended. Electroneum Instant Payment System test was a success, and development team already invited 1,000 vendors into API Instant Pay Beta. And for all you don't know what beta is, everybody knows what beta is, but I'll just say it. It's like the introduction to a new system that has tested to work. Now they're having us test it to prove it works. That's kind of like layman's terms. And then once we've proven that it works, after they've proven it works, then it goes into full adoption is what they call it. Okay, let's continue. ETN team was working around the clock for almost a year on this. Electroneum Instant Payment System gives vendors around the world the ability to accept cryptocurrency instantly via their shop, tills, or via their e-commerce websites. It's a true game changer and is the next evolutionary step in getting a cryptocurrency adopted and used in an everyday environment. Electroneum team is extremely excited about what they managed to achieve. Our instant payments betas are now live. Have you applied? I have applied. I did a video late last night showing, actually I applied with you guys on the video late last night. Electroneum says, ever heard people say that cryptocurrencies will never achieve mainstream adoption as they are too slow, too hard to work with, and hated by the governments? We all know that's true with most coins, 99% of coins. Well, guess what? We've changed all that today. Instant payment API system for vendors live in beta today. Big deal. Huge deal. I've had all kinds of BitPay and I've had Coinbase, the credit card or debit card through Coinbase, and various ways of using cryptocurrency to make payments, but none of them happen instantly. None of them. Like, even the debit card, Bitcoin debit card, it isn't even really Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin backs up, Bitcoin transfers that amount to, or your banking account, it's hard to explain. You'll have a Coinbase account. In that Coinbase account, you'll have Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and soon another one, I think. And then you have to have money in those accounts, but I believe you have to have money in the Bitcoin account. It only counts for Bitcoin in Coinbase. And you have to have it in the vault or something, the accessible money thing. And then you can use your Coinbase card like a debit card, but there's a fee, and you're not even really using Bitcoin, you're using a checking account with an ATM with a PIN number. And you're just pretending you're using Bitcoin, but really it's already been converted, so it doesn't even count. So there is no other service that uses third vendor technology with the API system to make instant payments at POS, you know, not proof of stake, point of sale. So let's say coffee shop, big box store, gas station, places you need to get in and out quick. Gas station was perfect example. You slide your card in, you get your gas, you want to get going, you click the button, get your receipt, head down the road, fast, quick, instant. That's what Electroneum has just achieved. They've just made it so that you can go and make an instant purchase and have a third party agree to the purchase up to a certain amount. I mean, there is limits like 100,000 ETN or something like that per purchase. Is from what I read. If you get API and you get vindicated or whatever you call it, authorized, then you can accept up to 100,000 ETN per transaction. So that's pretty cool. Instant Payment API is now open for vendors around the world. Every vendor around the world can apply to Instant Payment API while it is a beta version. However, team also states that soon enough all vendors worldwide will be able to implement Electroneum Instant Payment API without a need to apply. If you're interested in testing this Instant Payment beta, apply here. And I already signed up for API, so I'm not going to click. But if you want to, you can click right here. By the way, selected applicants may have their projects mentioned or promoted by the ATN team. So basically, they're looking for vendors to, and I'm going to share this because I know people that own businesses. And so let me see what happens when I click here and if there's a way to share it. There was an error. Oh, okay. With my miner. Let's see here. More like with my computer. I think my computer's worked on. I'm bringing them back home next month. All three of my computers to get them just cleaned up and checked out. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked. So here we got, I'm going to put a star here and see if there's a way I can share this. I wonder if I can take a picture of this image. Let's see what happens. This will be fun because if I can share this image on social media, instant pay. Anyway, we'll get back to that. So look here, Electroneum Instant Pay API beta. You do not need to apply anymore. Log into your account and click vendor settings and enable beta access. So you go to myelectroneum.com login, which I have all that. So let's actually see if my API went through yet. We'll try this one. It's weird on my phone. I have to put in like I don't know, my email address and my password every time. Okay, cool. So here's my other wallet, different than the one I showed last night. This is all API certified, set up, it's good to go. And now I can accept Electroneum as payment. Now I was already kind of doing that, but it took longer than a second, you know. I would use my public wallet address right here, this QR code, and then send or receive ETN, click to copy, and then I have this on my website, www.madcryptoconnections.com, and then people can donate or they can make purchases with me for like computers or computer parts or graphic cards or whatever, but I have this QR code. So that takes time. That takes like 5 or 10 minutes, but now it's a second when you make a purchase. So vendor settings, here's my vendor, there's my API key, my API secret. Oh, here's a webhook. Let's see what happens when I do this. // Because if I can put this on my website, the API key, then I can have a, well, I don't know if I don't know if Wix.com will allow it, but anyway, so we'll check it out later. Okay. So there's my wallet, one of my wallets. We got some ETN in there. And let's go back. Okay, we'll just leave that screen open. Okay, so yeah, so you go through here, go to my.electroneum.com login. You have to put in your email address. So let's see what happens when I put in my email address. Probably nothing. Oh, let's see. Okay, so last night I put in my business address, or business name, which is my name. Okay, so this is good to go through because I haven't actually done this part yet. So you do all that, put your name in, email, whatever, and then which instant payment beta testing are you interested in? Okay, so me, I would need phone to phone because I only use smartphone when I'm working. Why have you applied for beta testing? I'm an investor. Customers have asked if I take crypto. I'm interested in crypto. And I have cryptocurrency I can take as a payment method, even though it's not lightning fast. I can still accept it. Alright, what country are you in? United States. In 5 words or less, describe your store business. Transportation services, i.e. taxi. Five words or less. Transportation, i.e. Okay, there, that's 4. How many physical stores do you own? 0. What is the geographic reach of your company? I guess technically it's one region, one town, multiple stores in one region or one town. How many transactions did you do? Well, it can be anywhere up to 11 to 50. How do you currently accept payment? Cash, debit, credit. How many EPOS devices would ETN be integrated into? 0 to 1, I want one phone only. How big is your social media reach? All of it together, 500 to 2,000. Are you a payment integrator? No. What is your knowledge interest in ETN? Moderate investor, big supporter. Purchase ETN during ICO, which I got it the first week. What is your age range? Mostly 35 to 44. Oh, me. Okay, so 35 to 44. At this stage of our testing program, we'll be choosing beta testers from our applicants. The completion and submission of this form doesn't guarantee that you will be selected for this process. We need to ensure we choose a spectrum of industries and integration types and work closely with beta testers. We would like to thank you for your application and taking part in the Electroneum project, and all applications will be welcome to join the full launch of the Electroneum Instant Payments, which will follow the beta program. And then I'm going to have to agree. Yes, I agree to what I said and did. Submit. Okay, I submitted, so we'll see if Electroneum gets back to me. And let's go back to their site. So I went over a lot of this already. I don't want to bore anybody. But you can go on electroneum.com for yourself. There's some more news about their fork in June. So they had a successful Electroneum fork. Always, the thing about Electroneum is there's always success. Always success. It's like, takes time. Sometimes it's like, bam, we're on this, that, and the other thing. We're doing this, we're doing that. We're taking care of business. We're making moves. Then it's silence. Then it's dead silence, and you don't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're accepting, what was their next one? Oh, the hard fork. Okay, so we went to hard fork. And then we're going to be doing API. And then it was KYC. Then they said we have Know Your Customer now. And you can look up KYC if you don't know what that is. And then we're going to be doing API. We're doing API now. We're beta testing API. Now they're sending us the beta test of API. They have 1,000 vendors, and Electroneum was already put into over 20 countries because the Mobile Congress. And you want to look at that old news about how they got into Barcelona and they are in the Mobile Congress and they are one of the 500 vendors there, and all the way back to the ICO. I mean, this whole project has been really exciting, but it's also been a lot of letdowns because they don't. It's like, well, let's just talk about how I feel about it. So, my nature is I'm very impatient. I'd like to think I am more patient, but I'm very impatient. And so I hear good news. I'm like, where's more good news? Where's more good news? What's going on this week? What's going on this week? And so Electroneum would let out a few things. This is our quarterly thing we're doing, and then silence. Here's our second quarter, and then silence. Here's our third quarter, and then silence. And it was like, oh my God, like that silent period was killing me. That 2.5 months, two to 2.5 months of silence is like the price of the coin just goes down, and the market went down. All the coins went down. But watching Electroneum go down, I saw it go down to 0.004, less than half a penny. And I'm like, man, this is a bad investment, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it, but this just appears on paper like a bad investment. And then they just announced that they're doing, they got the vendors, they got the permissions, they passed all the tests. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. So this is going to be money. Electroneum is now money. It is now currency. And, you know, and there's a lot of hate out there about, like, and that's okay. I mean, people don't know what they're talking about, or they do. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But it has 2 decimal places. Well, the reason it has 2 decimal places is because it's to be used like currency. It's to be used like dollars and cents, you know, the decimal point. And no more than no less than 100th of Electroneum. Because the idea is, if you go and buy coffee, gasoline, whatever, the idea is that, you know, you wouldn't need like less than 100th of a Electroneum. So like if Electroneum was worth $1, you know, I've heard people saying up to $35, and I give the guy credit. I think his name is Fugazi. Is it Fugazi or Fugazi? I can't remember, but I give him credit talking about $35 Electroneum. Hey, you know, possible, I don't know, but I'm thinking more like $1. So anything over that's great, but I'm thinking Electroneum will be the same as $1. $1 coin of Electroneum is $1 US. Okay, so that's perfect. So if you have something that costs 0.99 Electroneum, it would be like 99 cents. Okay, and so that's kind of where it's at ideally. Now, for Electroneum to go to $35, then you're talking about a little more complexity, because if something costs one Electroneum is $35, let's say, so that would be like, let's say a gallon of gas is 2 Electroneum, because it's not going to get cheaper probably. So let's say $70 gets you a gallon of gas, or sorry, not a gallon. $70 gets you a tank of gas. 2 Electroneum gets you a tank of gas. But if you have to break down the Electroneum beyond the 0.01, there's nowhere for it to go. So everything would have to be rounded up to 0.01 or higher. So if Electroneum hits these really high numbers, like people are thinking, in value eventually, then they'll have to be rounding up of numbers. But, you know, I'm sure that there's a fix. Years from now, there'll be a way to update it or upgrade it or add another decimal point, or who knows, or fork it, whatever. But once it gets rolling, if it gets rolling to the point where it's worth $35 a coin, and it's being used worldwide as currency, and the banks have all signed off on it, which it looks like the banks signed off on this whole API and all this stuff. Maybe not all the banks, but the banks signed off on it. Then who knows, you know? But that isn't something we have to worry about for years. There's no way Electroneum is going to be $35 for years. For years. Not going to happen. So, anyway, here's an example of the purchase made. There's the receipt, Electroneum. There's the address. description. Somebody bought a espresso and a hot chocolate, and then there's a tax, and the total is 6.50 euro. No, that's not euro. I think that's pound or franc. I don't know, but that's not euro. Anyway, so it's $6.50, and the amount of ETN cost was 544.39 ETN. So at a penny each, that's $5.44 approximately, and so it was a little less than that for the 650. So it's 9/10 of a penny per Electroneum when they did this. So let's keep going. BCI Summit keynote speech with Richard Ells. ETN CEO Richard Ells presented at Pound BCI Summit on the 12th of June 2018 on the subject of which cryptocurrencies will emerge as the fintech leaders of the future. In his presentation, he revealed the incredible instant payment. So, you know, now we're talking, Richard Ells is talking about how now he can run his mouth because he is proving that this is not a joke. This is not a joke. He's not messing around. This will be currency. That's what he got at. I read some of this article, and he said now you can buy whatever you want instantly, low fee, almost no fee, with Electroneum. You know, payment, phone to phone, POS to phone, phone to you know, it's good stuff. So you can win a chance to see Richard speaking at BCI Summit in New York. Win a chance to win a VIP all expenses paid. So this is news. As I go down the screen, the news is older and older. Electroneum network upgrade. You know, so there's some news here you can check out. But this is the big one. This is the big enchilada right here. This guy, this one right here. Paid with ETN on mobile. Okay. This is it. This is the big one. Let me play this video. So there you go. You saw what happened there. It was an instant payment. One back here you can see one was the terminal, one's the phone, the smartphone, another one's the receipt machine. It's a Bluetooth receipt. Whatever. It makes receipts. Okay. So guy comes into the store, gets his coffee and his hot chocolate from the vendor. This is the vendor with the terminal, just like any other store. They click here what you're purchasing. This person says yes. They agree to sending X amount of 500 and whatever ETN for those two items, plus tax. The receipt prints out. Guy gets his receipt. Terminal business makes our money. Pretty simple. Instant. 1, 2, 3. So anyway, sorry for that clapping. It's kind of ghetto. That's it. You guys can go check out more of this stuff on your own, and I'm going to go ahead and check out now and edit this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. So good times. If you haven't got Electroneum, I would get it now. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's going to go up from a penny. So unless the world comes to an end, hell and fire and torment or something. But I mean, we haven't even seen what ETN can do. I wouldn't be surprised to see it a quarter by the end of December, by the, let's just say Christmas. Quarter ETN by Christmas. So look forward to that. Right now it's a penny. People are jumping on left and right to get more and more of it. I've seen coins starting to go down after there's been huge jumps. Electroneum's not going down. So you're starting to see Electroneum is pulling away from the rest of the cryptocurrencies. And as it pulls away into its own genre, because it is now a currency, not just called a cryptocurrency, it is now instant payment, all by itself, super low fee, instant availability, now, today. So you're going to see a pull ahead. That penny's going to turn to a dime, and that dime's going to turn into a quarter by the end of the year. So if it was my money, I would take everything I have in Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that crap, and put it all into Electroneum. Because I don't trust any of them anymore. But now I trust, this one's got me, giving me some hope. So with that, I'll be back. Take care, guys. Have a good day or night. Thanks.